What's up everybody, the Dead Guy here, and in this video I'm going to go over the top 5 best weapons in SurrounDead and how you can go about finding them. And just to preface this video, I want to share the fact that I'm going off of one stat and one stat only to come to my conclusions for what I will be considering the best weapons in the game. And that stat is the damage stat. These weapons are the hardest hitting weapons for taking down zombies inside the game currently. So keep that in mind while watching this video, and also I just want to point out that there are a ton of different weapons inside the game and some of them are actually way more fun to use outside of the 5 I'm going to list in this video. So keep that in mind as well. And with all that being said, let's get straight into the video. All of these weapons can be found or purchased in the same way. You can find these weapons inside contaminated POIs like the bunkers and a high tier loot crate on the map, or completing the endgame content zones like Oil Rig. These weapons can also be bought at any wandering trader with credits that you can get from the black market traders that you'll find inside the save zones. You can also get these weapons from drops after completing the Horde Beacon final boss, but the drop chances vary with each weapon. You can find these weapons once completing the secret intel lab quest and opening the crate once you've found it. Now onto the weapons themselves. I'm going to be starting with weapon number 5, the Deadeye. The Deadeye is a legendary weapon in the game and was introduced during the last update of 0.7. This weapon may be the weakest on the list, but the damage you are doing is about 75 to 90 damage per hit, making it stronger than the legendary rifles in the game currently. This weapon also has the highest crit rate multiplier of all of the weapons on the list, with a whopping 40 to 50%, meaning you get a multiplier chance almost every time you hit a headshot on a zombie, making this weapon even stronger than some of the other weapons on the list when making those critical headshots. But to me, the best thing about this weapon is the fact that it's a sidearm slot. And if you know anything about the sidearms in this game, you know that some of the sidearms are lackluster at best, but this one sits at the top of the throne. This weapon utilizes the 50 BMG ammo type though, making it harder to use in the early game to mid game portions. But this weapon is a must have for your playthrough, even though it is technically the weakest in terms of damage on the list. Alright, the next weapon on this list is weapon number 4, the M2010. The M2010 is a legendary weapon in the game and comes with an integrated suppressor, making it a very useful weapon the moment you find it. Also, what's nice about this weapon is the fact that you can attach any normal hunting scope onto it. This is a game changer because you don't have to search for a legendary attachment like most of these weapons on the list. This weapon also uses the 300 Winchester round, which is a rare ammo type to find, making it not as useful as some of the other weapons on this list. The damage, however, is nothing to scoff at. This weapon hits for a hard-hitting 140 to 162 damage per hit, making it the second to last strongest weapon on this list. This weapon is a great legendary sniper and will help you out a ton in the mid to end game once found or purchased. Okay, next on this list is weapon number 3, the Marksman Legacy. The Marksman Legacy is a new addition to the game with the 0.7 update and replaces the Remington 700. With this update, the weapon also got a double per hit damage buff. So this weapon is now hitting for 165 to 185 damage per hit, making it very strong and even able to one-shot body shot most of the zombies in the game. This weapon also has the ability to have attachments attached to it like a suppressor, which is the most important attachment in a survival game, as well as various scope attachments. This weapon also has the second highest crit chance at 40 to 55%, making those headshots even easier. This weapon also utilizes the 308 rounds, which are very easy to find, making this a go-to weapon for most survivors in the game. And this takes us to the second strongest weapon on this list, and that is weapon number 2, the Liuchi. The Liuchi is a legendary weapon in SurrounDead and is personally one of my go-to weapons for when I need to DPS any bosses and kill them quickly. This weapon is a fantastic sniper rifle, especially when you find all of the relevant attachments in the game, like the suppressor, extended mag, and the scope. This weapon hits for a whopping 185 to 205 damage per hit and has the highest crit chance out of these weapons on the list, sitting at 45 to 60% chance. This makes hitting those headshots even easier and more satisfying. That is why this weapon is my go-to weapon for taking down the bosses in the game. The only downside to this weapon is that it uses the 300 Winchester rounds, which are very hard to acquire. You can buy them, but they are expensive, and your best option is to find them during your loot raids and the POIs. During the endgame though, you usually can acquire a good amount of the ammo over time, so it's not a huge negative when it comes to this weapon. Now, Onto our final and strongest weapon in the game. Weapon number 1, the Barrett 50 cal. The Barrett 50 cal, or also called the Barrett M82, is a legendary weapon in SurrounDead and is in my opinion the best sniper in the game. This sniper out damages the Liuchi and other snipers with a crazy 225 to 265 damage per hit. This weapon absolutely melts boss zombies and is always a must find if you're into sniper rifles. It also has the highest damage fall off range of 185 to 215 meters, so you can stay back and snipe to your heart's content. This sniper uses the .50 BMG round, which I stated earlier is a very rare ammo to find, but the bright side is you won't be needing a ton of the ammo to take on endgame content anyways, as this sniper will kill anything in your path. The only negative to this sniper, and why I usually choose the Liuchi over it, is the fact that you don't have a silencer for it, but you can attach a normal scope to it instead of looking for a legendary one, which is a huge upside. But that means you will be alerting everything in the area of your presence, so make sure to stay far enough back from your target when using it. And those are the 5 strongest weapons currently inside SurrounDead, and obviously as the game releases new patches, there will be stronger weapons introduced, making it onto the list, so I'll try to release updated videos along the way. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you liked it or found it useful, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and join the Discord to talk everything SurrounDead and other survival games with me there. Thank you guys for all of the support lately. Love you guys. Peace.